What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Beamer Barn. Today we have a special video because we are going on a cross-country adventure to go pick up my wheels that I just had refinished in North Carolina for my M5 wagon, as you can see behind me. But before we head up to North Carolina, which is an 8-hour drive from here in Florida, we're gonna have to get the M5 wagon ready. And that's gonna mean doing an oil change, installing a couple of finishing pieces. We're also getting the car ready for BMW Invasion, which is coming up, which is why I wanna have these wheels. So let's go ahead and get right to work on the car. We've got all of today to get ready, and then we'll leave early tomorrow morning and get on the road to go pick up those wheels and bring them back here in the same day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right to work. And just like that, we've got the oil change done on the M5 wagon. That was really easy. The next thing that we need to do is change the wheels out. So these are my fake M5 rims. These actually came off of my parts car, and I didn't know that they were fake, but turns out that they are, and they're also chrome coated. So these are really not the best wheels. That's why we bought original M5 rims to replace these. So instead of driving up on these, because the tires are actually warped, we're going to transfer over to my 17-inch Style 66 wheels, and these are currently on my 528i wagon, so we need to swap these around, and hopefully once we've got those new wheels installed, we won't have an alignment pull. Although I do want to check the alignment, and we shouldn't have any more shaking from the suspension. We should have a really smooth ride all the way up to North Carolina. So let's go ahead and swap the wheels around.
Perfect.
So now we've got our wheels installed, and honestly I kind of prefer the 17-inch rims. These things have a really light color to them. Because they're smaller, they let the car sit a little bit lower, and with the air suspension I can easily tuck these things in the rear and get this thing to really squat on the chassis. But I think that will have good fitment with the 18s on the M5 rims with proper tires. Anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to another mod, and this one isn't at all necessary for the drive up, but we're gonna be changing the steering wheel. And I have to say, huge shout out to our subscriber Marlber, who supplied this steering wheel. It's a single stage airbag M Sport wheel for the E39 and E38. It looks really similar to the M5 wheel that I have. Actually, I'll show you. So here's the dual stage M5 steering wheel that I have. This won't fit on my steering column because I have an early model E39, and you'll see that the airbag is a little bit different. So it's got a dual stage pin, dual stage airbag. Anyways, this is not gonna fit, although you can see it has the M Sport stitching, the M Sport logo right here, and a ton of sun damage as well. So that's really unfortunate. I don't think that we were going to use it anyways unless we rewrap the wheel. But this steering wheel is in much better condition with the M Sport stitching, perforated leather. There's no sun damage up here, just a couple of nicks and scratches on it, but I think that it's going to do really well. I already went and reconditioned the leather on the airbag here, so that's why it looks so good. But let's go ahead and install this on the car, and then I have another thing that we're going to do back here. Sweet, the new steering wheel is looking super mint. Love the finished M5 look, black seats, black M5 seats, and full M Sport trim, the M knob, the M steering wheel, the M5 cluster. It's really starting to come together here in the interior. I do have some really cool trim I'd love to install, some darker cherry wood, but we're gonna save that for another video. More importantly, back here in the trunk, couple of things that definitely need some addressing right here. Number one is going to be the missing emblem. So I've had this missing, I think, since I bought the car. Number two is this cracked trim piece right here. It's always been cracked and damaged, but look, you can see someone put some glue behind there. That is not factory. I tried removing this and it just started falling to pieces. And then same thing with this license plate frame right here. You can see it's got some fading clear coat. Doesn't look like it's in that bad condition, but trust me, this thing is broken along the back, and the screw holes for the license plates are so widened out now you can barely put a normal size screw in there to hold a license plate on. So here are all the parts laid out. These are official BMW parts I had to order actually through FCP Euro. You can see primed and ready to be painted. Here's the little mustache piece too. I guess you could actually order this in chrome. That was one of the trim options. You can also see here, look at the tiny little screw holes to put our license plate on. So all we need to do is remove the old stuff, install the new stuff. This little trim piece here, it's actually part of this kit with the handle and the lights, the bulbs, all this stuff right here. This is one full kit right here. I think it was like $80. So a little bit expensive, but I guess it'll be nice to replace the handle at the same time, all the other plastic, which is probably breaking and cracking as well. And then right here you can see the trunk emblem with some matching grommets. So let's go ahead and start. We have to pop open the rear trunk and then remove the trim piece, and then we'll have access to the screws to remove this piece right here.
Perfect.
So this is what I was worried about. You can see this thing totally fell apart. The studs that hold the trim onto the car, only one of them really came out. The other three are still stuck onto the body. So I'm gonna have to get a pair of pliers and hold those on. And then also look at this. What is this like? This is like window adhesive. Someone used literally tons of it to keep the plastic together and to keep it from falling apart, I guess. So I'm gonna have to see if I can yank this off of the paint here and hopefully not take any paint with it. Although again, this car does need some paint. And yeah, we'll take these studs out and then we'll put the primed pieces on. I think they'll look better than having all the cracked stuff, and then we'll put the emblem on. There we are, everything installed on the rear end here, looking a lot more clean. A little bit of a mismatch since we have the primered pieces and they're not matching the rest of the blue, but you know what, I don't mind. And now that we are done installing that stuff, it's time to get the car out of the garage. I want to give it a quick wash before we go on a road trip tomorrow. Got about an hour of sunlight left. I want to get all that dust off the car, make it more aerodynamic. Oh, and the alignment. I'm going to do the alignment check really quick. I'm sure it's a good alignment. It was just the wheels before that were causing the pool. So I'm going to check the alignment and do a car wash, and then we'll be on the road. Well, we are on the road. I'm currently stuck in some traffic around after the Jacksonville area. I don't know. I don't think we've gone into Georgia yet. I think there is a car accident up here, so I'll get to show you guys that. But we got some heavy traffic in Jacksonville, bumper to bumper. Had to really slow down around there. We're hitting more traffic here before Georgia because of a car accident. Obviously, I hope everyone was okay in that accident. Doesn't look like anything too bad, just a lot of debris from a semi-truck flipping over. But yeah, we're about 4, maybe 5 hours away still, so I'll keep you guys updated, give you a couple more clips as we're on the way to North Carolina, and then hopefully pretty soon we'll get a good look at those new wheels. Also, I'm not sure if this is coincidence or not, but we don't have any more ABS light on. I'm not sure what it had to do with the wheel or changing the wheels, but the wheels before, they were causing a brake light on because the different diameter and the ABS and all that. But the ABS light that was on was because of a steering wheel sensor, but I don't think that we changed anything with the wheel related to the sensor. Anyways, I'm just gonna count my blessings. Couple less lights on the dashboard. All we got to worry about for the M5 wagon is the check engine light, which I think is O2 sensors. So that is really cool. And yes, it does drive a ton better with this M5 wheel now. So as you can see now, we've arrived at Prince Wheel Services. These guys are located in Monroe, North Carolina, and they are probably the most talked about wheel refinishing company on the forums and on Facebook that does a great shadow chrome finish on M5 and other wheels. So I shipped them my wheels because I knew that they would do a great job, and when we showed up, they were nice enough to show me around and also pull my car to the back to install the wheels for me so I could drive safely back down to Florida on them, and I have to say that these things look amazing. Holy cow, these things look 100% amazing. Check out the shine on those things. I asked for them to go one shade lighter than the factory shadow chrome because I thought it would look absolutely incredible on the dark blue of the M5 wagon, and I think I was right. Huge shout out to Prince Wheel Services in Monroe, North Carolina for doing a great job on these wheels. Definitely recommend you guys check them out if you want to get some shadow chrome finishing on your BMW rims. These things look immaculate. The finish is great. Color and the depth to it is great. I think they're one of the few places in the United States that offer this quality of work on the shadow chrome wheels. So check them out, and now let's go ahead and get back on the road. So we're here at our last gas stop for the day. I'm so glad. We're just like 5-10 minutes from home. I'm tired. It's like 9:45 p.m. It's been 16 hours of driving all day, but I think it was worth it for these beautiful wheels. And I'm really curious to hear what you guys' thoughts are on the finish, what it looks like. I want to hear you guys' thoughts, so comment down below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new and you haven't yet. And as always, I hope everyone has an amazing day. I'll catch you guys hopefully soon at BMW Invasion, and we'll see you in the next video.